Group, DCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Hi. Welcome to Touched by Angel Live. I'm your host, Angel Kinseys. My passion is to inspire seniors, bring solutions to their everyday needs, and bring the generations together. Enjoy the show. Sorry, we're having a little trouble with the mic. There was a surge. So tonight is a very different format because we're going to be talking about the hurricane that hit, and mostly where the most damage is Fort Myers. So we are going to talk about how you could help, what we're doing about it. That's what I dedicated this whole half hour to, because the people there are desperate. And you know, things happen for a reason, how I met certain people and how things all came about. And you know that I work with seniors, and I have a lot of contacts, not only being on the show and having that exposure here on the show now is a very good avenue for us to get the message out. So I thought this would be great. So, you know, some people think, you know, I'm only one person, what could I do? I'm stuck in the house, maybe I don't drive, or you know, I don't have any money. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you the story about how this all transpired. It's really a miraculous story. And then I'll introduce my guest because she's been helping with this whole thing. She put it together with another friend, and I'll tell you how we met. So on Saturday night, we got a phone call. Someone called Ugo. Everybody knows that Ugo is the Zumba instructor, and they called him from Fort Myers. Now, because of Zumba, we work with a lot of people because he used to train instructors. So we would go to Fort Myers and all the surrounding areas at once a few times a year. So we got to know a lot of people. So he got a phone call that one of the Zumba instructors said, "It's terrible here. We need clothes. We have no clothes. All our clothes are soaking wet. We have nothing to wear. It's really bad." So he told me, and then the next morning, this was Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, all day I was on the phone. I posted it on my Facebook that people needed clothes there, thinking that they would send clothes over there. And what happened was one of Ugo's students from up north contacted me, and she said, "Angel, I have a bunch of clothes I could donate." I said, "Well, you can't donate it to me because I don't know how to get them there. I have no way of getting clothes there." She said, "Well, I'm not coming down until the 11th. But I want you to know I have a lot of clothes." I said, "Okay, thank you." So she calls me back about a half hour later. She says, "Here, I'm going to give you this lady's number. I found her on Facebook." Now, that's Elisa, and that's who my guest is, and I'm going to welcome her because now from here, she's going to tell you what happened and why she's doing what she's doing. Welcome, Elisa Ehrman, and she's a registered nurse from Lake Worth, right? Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach, but close.
Boynton Beach.
Close.
So, welcome.
Well, thanks so much for having me here today, and I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, it's these circumstances. I would rather be talking about seniors' health and wellness, but we technically are by helping these folks across the state.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my name is Elisa, and again, thanks so much for having me, Angel. So yeah, I started this, basically, my friend Soralea and I, we know a lot of people that were hit in the Fort Myers area, Naples area, Cape Coral, just that whole area. And many of our friends lost their homes, they lost everything. And Soralea and I just said we have to do whatever we can to help them and, of course, everybody else in that area. So Soralea is in Michigan. I'm here on the East Coast. And we basically worked together to do everything we could to get supplies over to the East Coast, to the West Coast of Florida. And what we're doing that's a little bit different is we are reaching those folks that have no way of getting anywhere because they lost their they lost their vehicles. They lost everything. And we started doing that. We had one drop last Sunday. We have another drop on Friday. An angel called me after seeing, I guess you saw a post.
His client, his student saw her post on Facebook and then called me, and then I contacted her and I said, listen, I have a big network of Zumba instructors out there that are really in need. And she said, well, we're just little people, you know, we've got little cars and we're trying to get to friends that we know. So it was really like just kind of a small network of people, local people. Well, from that point on, I just started doing research. I started contacting. We have information on here so you could read the Hurricane Ian relief, and you'll see where the drop-offs are. So I don't know what happened, but one thing led to another. We just started talking about how could we get donations? How are we going to post it on social media? We need places to drop off. I'll tell you, it was miraculous. By Sunday night at 6 o'clock, actually, I think it was Monday morning, we had 6 places that we could drop off donations to.
Yep.
People were so open and willing to open up their stores, doctor's offices, my chiropractor, Dr. Hedgelon in Pompano. We had people from all over, Italian restaurants, your chiropractor,
Yep.
and they said, bring it in, bring it in. We have a gym local in Boca that we're bringing donations there. It was just amazing. So people just started calling saying, okay, I'll bring stuff. By Wednesday, I mean, we needed a truck. We didn't
Yeah.
have a truck to bring it there. And we're having a lot of donations.
Thank
so
God. Thank
we're
God.
looking for trucks, and we're looking at, it's expensive. It's like, you know, $400 or $500. It's a lot of money. So I went to my chiropractor. I walk in, and she's got a whole bunch of stuff donated because we were advertising it. And she says, oh, I have a free truck. And I said, a free truck? Like, how big? She says, it's huge. It's an ice truck. It's a big company. It's Fort Lauderdale Ice Company. They have so many trucks. They're from Miami all the way up north. I believe it's to Jupiter. And she said, here's the number. Give them a call. I said, because we've got a lot of stuff that people are donating, and now we don't know how to get it there. So we ended up calling the ice company. She said, no problem. We'll be there Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock to pick it up. Well, I told Elisa, and then from there, it snowballed.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note it's truly been a blessing working with you. And we just connected, and all these doors opened. Like she said, the doctor's offices. And I just want to say a special thank you to all of the people also that have opened their doors
Yes.
to let us drop at their locations,
Yes.
and the people that have donated so far. But it's amazing how when you're helping others, doors just open and keep
Yes.
opening. Thank God for us to be able to help. So we want to keep that momentum going.
So the other thing was we needed a place to drop off over there because we can't just drop it off in the street. So I knew 2 people that called for help. I contacted them, and they got 2 gyms. Well, they got a gym, a big gym there that we could drop it off, and a yoga studio. And so it's going to get dropped off at the gym, and they're going to go there, and they're going to separate everything, and they're going to hand it out. The best thing is, what was the last thing that you told me today that people need?
Well, there's a couple things, so I want to
Well,
make.
the
Do you want me to?
ice.
Oh, the ice. I mean, people need ice, but people
She
need.
didn't know that it was an ice company, and she
Yeah.
called me, and she said, Angel, they need ice so bad. I said, well, you're not
Yeah.
going to believe it. This is an ice company.
Yeah.
And they're delivering ice. They had 3 trucks yesterday that went. It cost them about $2,000 a day to send the trucks there. So we have the
We've raised some money to help pay, what our
a
part
little
and
bit,
all of
yeah,
that.
for the truck and everything. So
And
if you want to donate, where could they donate? Like,
So it was just on the screen for them to donate to the GoFundMe. So we would really appreciate that.
because we want to give them some money for gas, even though the truck is free. I said, we'll give you money for gas, and they said, thank you, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, but miraculously, they're going to deliver like a lot of ice, and so these people are just begging for ice just to keep
Yeah.
their food cold.
Everything
But
cold because they don't have
Elisa-
electricity.
Right. I wanted you to talk about like the needs, like
Okay.
what are their needs? Because you're really
Yeah.
directly in touch with that.
So one of the things, so I just want to kind of clarify. So my role here on the East Coast is to help coordinate drops and contributions, donations, and Angels helped a lot with that. And I've got a couple other people helping me with that as well. And then Soralea's role is to help our supplies get in the hands of real people. So we are dropping them off at her gym and the gyms on the West Coast that she connected with. And of course, those gyms will put them in the hands of real people. And then we're also going to have people pick up from those gyms. It was Angel's generosity that was willing to do that. So thank you, Angel. It was her idea for us to have some people go there
Yeah,
and
I
then
wanna thank-
drive them to the actual people's homes.
Right. I
to
want to
make
thank
sure.
Gil, Zumba Gil. He has a studio called Zumba Gil, and he's in Fort Myers. Thank God his studio didn't get damaged. It had a little water damage. He's on Cape Coral. And C, Zumba C, that's how they go by on Facebook. I want to thank them because they're the ones that got these 2 places for us to go
Yeah.
to. And they're going to volunteer their time to go there, separate all the donations that we got. And they're going to like organize it so that they could start to have people come in and give it out to the people that need it.
Yep. And people will be coming to pick them up in large loads to bring them to the people's homes that can't come in. And that's the main thing. So we're
Right.
meeting both needs. While you're thanking people, I just want to say thank you also to Plant Based Mafia. I forgot how to pronounce it.
It's on the list.
Yeah,
We
it's on
have
the
this-
list.
we
The
have
chiropractor's
six-
both on the list.
the
I
6
apologize.
places.
And all those places, thank you so much to all of you. So let me tell you about the needs, because this is the main thing. I mean, we're here to try to collect supplies, get these supplies over there ASAP. So the biggest needs right now, please understand, friends, the needs are changing as time goes on. So originally they had certain needs. Now there's different needs, okay? 2 days ago, the needs were different. Now it's something else. So right now, actually, I do feel like I want to just share. Originally it was food, water, gas, generators. Then the biggest thing a couple days ago was plastic bins, because now they're starting to receive clothing, but they have no place to put the clothing in. Please understand that the water in their homes, many people don't realize this, but the water is sewage. There's sewage filled in most of these homes. So any home that had water damage smells like sewage, okay? And if they don't have water damage, when they walk outside and then walk in the home, there is sewage going in their home from, unless they take their shoes off, okay? It's very, very, very devastating.
It's dangerous,
It's
too.
dangerous. So we are working with some ozone machines, trying to supply those to help with killing the best that we can, bacteria and things like that. But the needs today are, we need a couple things. One is they're all
construction gloves.
Right, the construction
because
glove-
they're pulling out wood and broken, all their houses are just destroyed.
Right. So for them to save their homes, they have to demo their homes down to the
Right.
studs. They have to pull out the ground. They have to pull out the drywall. So they need construction gloves. They need all types of, they need boots. They're asking for plastic boots. They're asking for batteries. They're asking for, continuing food, paper towel, all of that still.
Everything, baby wipes, because they can't take a shower. Even if they have water, the
Right.
water's contaminated.
Right.
So they can't use the water. If you have a question, call the studio at 888-994-4995, and I think we have a call. No, we don't have a call. Okay. So anyway, you could call the studio even after if you want to call. Also, we need is places to drop off. Even though we have these 6 places, now the word is getting out. It's starting to spread on social media. It's growing bigger and bigger. And the few little 6 places that we have don't have room to contain what's coming. So if you have like an empty storage unit, or somebody that has a big garage maybe that's empty, where we could just leave it there for even a day or two till we could get the truck to pick up. Our next truck is on Tuesday, but if we need more trucks, they've had 3 trucks a day going out.
Yeah.
So, some of the other needs was the construction gloves. What else?
So anything construction related, like I said, boots, they still need, a lot of them need
Tools.
face masks, different types of tools, cat food, dog food, baby supplies. They need diapers for adults as well, because, that's a big need.
Seniors, yeah.
Yep, for seniors, diapers for babies. Anything else that you wanted to mention with needs?
I think boots are important because, like she said, it's really
Yeah.
unsanitary. And right now, now the mold starts to set in. And in order for them to get rid of the mold, they have to start cutting out sheetrock.
Right.
So they need tools. They don't
They need
even
the
have
tool, yeah.
electricity to run the tools.
Right.
So
And the Benefact is a product, so anybody that wants to buy supplies and send them Benefact is a great product that helps kill mold. So obviously, if it's wood, you need to pull that out like she said, but for the other things that may have actually survived the water damage that can be wiped clean, Benefact is a great product for that. We're also looking for some ozone machines. We're looking for, today I got a message, someone needs a laptop, some people need dressers, a lot of people lost their cell phones. So anything that you're willing to give, remember, these
yeah,
people
because they
lost
have no
everything.
furniture.
Right.
They don't have anything. Here's the big thing that they really need right now, because even though I think a lot of them didn't want to leave their homes, but I think now the reality is starting to hit that if they stay there, it's unsafe. So really what we need is for people to open up their homes. There's so many
Yes.
people here that have empty condos. They're snowbirds. Their condos are empty. You all live in communities where there's lots of places that are available. Contact your neighbors, ask them. We had a lady with 4 children, right? She had 4 children. She was misplaced.
Yeah.
She had to get out of her place. A single mom, nowhere to go. So if you have space to take somebody in, one person, a family, whatever, please let us know if you have that availability. And again, the storage places. If you have a unit maybe in a strip mall and you're an owner of a strip mall, or you know somebody that has an empty spot, to just give us for a day or two that we could just leave the donations there and have it picked up with the truck. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll give you any other information. And if you want to call in again, it's 888-994-4995. We'll be right back.
Licensed independent insurance agent Michelle Amron specializes in Medicare health insurance plans for those under 65. Amron Insurance offers plans with most major insurance companies, names that you know and trust. From understanding and comparing all of your options to finding what plan is best for you, Michelle Amron will help you apply for low-income insurance assistance if you qualify. Contact Michelle today at 561-308-0293 to schedule a call, virtual meeting, or in person to answer any questions. Let Michelle Amron Insurance help you navigate through all of your available options. 561-308-0293.
If you're interested in joining Angel Kinsey's online Zumba class, Strength and Balance, or Zumba Gold, contact Angel at angelkinseys@gmail.com or call 954-224-0886.
Then you know it's working. Remember, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it.
Enjoy the show.
Welcome back. Well, so I want to just tell you one thing about Michelle right now, because she's one of my sponsors for the insurance, and it's very important because right now, if you have Medicare or Medicaid and you're looking for insurance, now's the time to do it. I believe that October through the beginning of December is the time to make any changes and ask questions. Call her, and she will help you, okay? So back with Elisa. And we're going to go over a little bit about how you can donate, what is the GoFundMe, so you know if you want to just give it to the GoFundMe.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to read the list again of needs. Again, they do keep changing. I just got the updated list during our commercial break, so I want to go through a few other things. Socks are really big right now. Mops. They're asking for mops.
Yes.
And again, we are talking to people that are literally in their homes, okay? These are directly from the victims of Hurricane Ian. Paper plates, disposable utensils, Band-Aids, sunscreen, especially being outside and all this, tarps, garbage bags.
Plastic bins we mentioned.
Yep, the plastic
to
bins you
put their
mentioned, hand
stuff in.
sanitizer, soap, toothbrush, toothpaste.
Masks, big time
Masks.
with toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Yeah. Yeah.
And cleaning supplies. They need rags. They need mops, things to wipe up water, and anything you could think of that if they had to get rid of broken wood, and some of them have leaks and stuff. And today was a king tide again, so they were saying that the water was going to rise. So I mean, this isn't over. This is going to go on for months and months, and maybe over a year or more. It's going to take a long time. We remember we had the Keys 5 years ago, and that was a mess down there for a long time. So, I mean, I want to thank Governor DeSantis because he jumped on this over a week ago, and we have so much help now where the other hurricanes, they waited until it was like already here, but thank God we had people ready all over the country, from all over the United States, come here to help. And I want to thank all our first responders, all the people that are out there working, fire department, construction workers, even just the little guys that their buildings broke down on the beach. There was a restaurant there that the owner was there today on Fort Myers, and he was crying, and he said, all my workers, they have no job, they have no money, but they're all here helping because we want to get this place rebuilt. And you know what he said? He says, one of the guys said, let's put out a barbecue and let's start to feed people. So, I mean, we're seeing, just the heart of people coming out when things are like this. So I really hope and pray that you will help in any way you can. Remember something, and this is really important. I want to end with this, unless Lisa has. Go ahead. You want to say another thing?
Yeah, I
and then
wanted
I'm
to
gonna-
just say two things real
ahead.
quick before we end. One, I do agree with you. It's beautiful to see the hearts of people really opening up to help our neighbors there. And I really want to thank everybody, whether it's prayers, whether it's financial, whether it's energy, your own energy, time, whatever it is, thank you. And then for the GoFundMe, I did want to mention that. So the website is https://gofund.me for me /8, the number 8, the letter C as in cat, 3, D as in dog, 23, D as in dog, 6.
And you could call the station if you need to get
Yeah.
that, or go on my Facebook. You could go on YouTube, Touched by Angel Live. You'll see this replay. If you need the GoFundMe. Also, you could call the station and find out and get information from there too. So please, just listen to the show again and go over the list again. I want to end with this thought. You may say, well, I can't do anything. I don't have the opportunity to do anything. Well, you know what? You have a voice. You have a phone. You could call up somebody and think about whoever could make a change, because remember, it was one phone call that came from Fort Myers asking for clothes. And from that one person, if she didn't call, none of this would have happened. So it was one person that changed probably thousands of lives. So I want to thank you again for tuning in. Give us a call if you want to donate. And my next show is October 20th. That's 2 weeks. I'm on every 2 weeks. And please feel free to give us a call. Look at Elisa's Facebook. What is your
That's fine.
Facebook?
So Elisa, ELISSA, and then Erman, ERMAN. And please reach out to me directly on Facebook or call the studio if you need help directly. If you were affected by Hurricane Ian, there's something we can do for you. Please let Angel and myself know.
Yes.
This is what we're here for, okay? The specific folks that have been affected, let us know.
And also, if you're in Fort Myers, because that's where we're mostly focusing on, because there's a lot of help everywhere. If you're in Fort Myers and you hear this, you may have electricity and you really know you need help, reach out to us, because we could have our private people go right to you and deliver what you
Yes.
need, okay? So thanks again for tuning in. God bless you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Angel.
Thank you for watching Touched by Angel Live. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you love. Have a wonderful day.